Just say thank
All
you,
right,
sir.
let's play Dungeons and Dragons.
I was hoping we could get clear audio so that way we could get proof of her finishing.
Don't worry, I'll record audio.
Okay. Oh, I now see.
Oh God. What are these rolls?
All or nothing, baby.
Well, I mean,
fuck.
Jesus. Whoever makes their next roll better be a nat. Yes.
Holy fuck. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, you broke it, Ben.
Oof.
A 5.
You bent too far, Ben.
Just so stream, because we can show up to 4 rolls on this.
Yeah, it's
Did I won my fight last week, right?
We didn't roll.
we didn't roll for it. We're still in town.
Oh my gosh, do I get to do a pit fight?
You get to do.
You also did you see that because you weren't here you didn't get to voice up about magic items and you
You got the broom. I got the boots.
no he didn't because
Oh,
the
he did
Sealy
get the
took the
broom?
broom.
Oh, yeah.
So you have the
Butcher's bib, right?
yeah and one other item of
Yeah.
your choice, but you got to go look at the thing.
Okay. I'm fine with this. File.
So
Bella, you better leave us in the background. I will Snapchat you.
Ooh, Snapchat.
Ooh. Ooh. Social media.
Yeah, we will be disappointed. We like ghost views better than no views.
Better than real views.
Because then you get those sweet, sweet gold
views over no
pieces.
views.
What was it? 1 rare, 1 uncommon, or 2 rare?
1 rare, 1 uncommon, or 1 very rare.
Okay.
While JR is figuring that out, this, if you are tuning in for the first time, which you might be, this is a level 14 D&D party that we've been playing for over a year. And after a pretty deadly dungeon crawl type deal where 2 players died, we're here.
Twice infinitely more deadly than the rest of our campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That had 2 actual players die. That's how deadly it was.
Yeah. The last 2 episodes have been basically a shopping, actually 1, 2, have been a shopping time of sorts, and they're still in the middle of that, doing some downtime activities before going on to whatever brings them next. While JR is figuring that out, do we want to talk about our characters? It's been a hot minute
We can do
since we did
that.
that.
Does anyone else have a bag of holding? I feel like we have that.
I think
Everybody does now. We bought them last.
I should actually talk about what happened last session in more depth. Go ahead and talk about your characters, and I'll think about a recap, because I didn't, because I forgot JR's in here.
Yeah.
I just assumed JR was.
Bo, you're up first because you're on the VC top.
Yeah, okay, that works. I was gonna start with you because you're the most broken.
Oh.
Frodry is a lizard folk, Ranger 10, Rogue 4. He is very new to the party, relatively speaking. He came from a small town.
You're the middle in terms of being new.
Actually, at this point, yeah, because we had 2 people die. So he's well entrenched in the party now. He
It's basically family.
carries himself as this really overgrossed lizard, but he is a country boy underneath it all. But nobody really knows a lot about Frodry yet, because we have just started playing with him.
Yeah, this is first time that we're out of a dungeon that we get to actually talk to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is you done?
Yeah, who's up next?
Okay, I play Smoke, or Utak. I am a Rogue 11, Bard 3. I am a dwarf rogue, but I was born a tabaxi rogue, but I was the first player death of the campaign, and reincarnation is a very funny spell. So I am now a dwarf. I am the only original member of the party left. Everybody else has either left or been killed off and changed.
Original from the very first session.
Yeah.
Slice is from the 13th session.
Yes. So
13.
Slice is a very old member, but I am the only person from session 0 still here. I own a flying airship that we go around and give parties to people, and I slightly try and dismantle a shadow organization at the same time. I'm also broken, like he said, because Bard and Rogue gives you a lot of expertise. Trey, you're up next.
I actually am the most recent death, and now playing a Warforged cleric who has been asleep for 300 plus years.
Yeah.
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 Still don't know what all's happening here. We'll find out more.
Also, I recently hired you to be a crew.
Yeah. Yes.
Who are you?
Me? I'm
Yes,
JR.
you.
I live in Florida. I like playing D&D with these folks. All right, next person. No, I play Slice, who's a level 3 barbarian, level 11 fighter, and I'm the tank of the party. I come from Mirbar, and I don't say much.
He really doesn't. You don't be saying much.
No, but he's very, very reliable when it comes to killing things or saving us.
JR says a
Eh.
lot, and that makes up.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
gang, 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 gang. Yeah, yeah.
And Ben?
I'm Teos, but everyone calls me Toes. And I'm a Leonine Ancient Paladin and Monster Slayer Ranger, and I'm a formerly nomadic professional monster hunter, but I kind of got left in the same dungeon because he's not very good at his job. And
Very good.
recently
at
spent a
sucking
week
toes.
renting a brothel.
Heck yeah.
And
Also-
sucking every toe in the brothel.
Heck yeah.
Toes is not a toe sucker.
He is
Uh,
now.
And I'm Chris. I'm the DM. That's it.
All right, moving on.
It's us versus her, boys.
Us versus
She has to
Crit.
deal with our chaos,
DM
which
is
is
not your friend.
there in spades.
So you guys got to Silvery Moon, because you were given a token, from your last job in order to, what you found out, to spend on some magical items, which you were given a list of, basically what the Fantasy Costco had. And Jared will get to what you choose in a second. And then after you chose your items, you scouted the town, or the at least the north part of the town, a little bit more, and you went to Works, which you all pretty much fell in love with because it had an animated red dragon head.
Oh my gosh.
And you met 2 retired human male adventurers there, and he gave you a couple pieces of rumors of Klauth, as JR you will remember, is the very ancient red dragon that you stole the airship from.
I
He's
remember anything.
he's been hanging out, not causing chaos, but he's been seen northwest of Mirbar. And then in the last year since Imrith has been killed, her 2 children, who are adult blue dragons, have been fighting over who is going to claim their mother's rain in the Arak Desert.
I need your help. in this, Chad.
You basically paid them off to send you a message if there was any more dragon tales. Ha! Pun
What a
intended.
great show.
Guys, why are we watching Dragon Tales?
Oh, I need your help in Twitch chat, please.
The membership to this establishment of Fantasy Costco is 2 deaths.
2 deaths and a massive guilt trip.
You ordered some armor that was magically resistant to fire. Yes.
Who?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
that was the thing.
Someone did that.
Yes. And then you went to, I forget the Shining Scroll. And on your way there, you were there. You rang the bell, and you waited a very long time for this little old lady to get out of her home across the street, and Fraudry, being the kind Samaritan, helped her cross the street. And then as soon as she came into her shop, she magically transformed into a much younger woman. That Smoke instantly got the cat balls for.
Cat balls?
Cat.
That's
I
a
don't
phrase.
We have a cat in our party?
The bard was doing bard things and seduced
We
the
do have a
shopwoman.
cat, but it's not broken. To be
Yeah.
fair, Trails also got cat balls, but he got rebuffed and had to go drown his sorrows in a problem.
You guys were able to get a normal bag of holding for Vasily, so that he could carry the right amount of weight to be on a broom, and you were able to buy a homebrewed type of magical item that she's made that is basically a super it's bag of holding XXL.
Yeah.
So you never have to really worry about weight anymore.
Alright, I'll get a bag of holding. Don't worry, guys.
In case you're wondering, JR, I have a bag of holding that holds 1,500 pounds. Fraudry has one that holds 1,000 pounds. Vasily has one that holds 500.
We carry in.
Yeah.
Period. JR, side note, there was a strange collection of locks of hair mounted on a wooden shield on one of the walls in the shop. Thank you for that follow, Wolf.
follower.
For the faller! Thanks for the
Give
faller!
me that baller.
Thank you for the
I
follow,
stopped
Mike.
halfway through and I realized she had died. I was like, damn, that was fast
No
reaction.
problem, mate. Doing great with the follow. Really appreciate it, mate.
Okay, that's a thing
Okay.
that we did.
JR, can you say welcome to the Outback, cunts?
What? Wait, what was the last word?
Cunts.
Welcome to the Outback, cunts.
Okay. Thank you, I needed that. I was missing that out of my life from someone we're not playing Siege with anymore. So you were also able to Fraudry dropped off his quiver to see what Zara could increase to the quiver, along with a large sum of money. And then just see what she could do in a 10-day with that. Remind me, is there anything else that you did in the magic shop?
I
was asking about a shield that she might have in storage.
Gotcha, yeah. She said for you to come back in a couple days. She's gonna see what was in storage, because not many people of your caliber ends up in her shop, so she usually just has like the lower end items.
Toes ordered the shield to be coated in leather to see if it could work. at Wormworks.
Yes.
Sorry, that was what I had. I'm looking at my notes to see what we did.
Yeah. And then after you
Can I
got
find
done,
the +1 bow? It's just
yeah.
so, yeah, it's just so when I have to be ranged, it won't be non-magical.
Or you have the wand too.
Ah.
Yeah, you do have the wand of snowballs.
JR, what are you eating?
I'm eating honey butter chicken sandwich from PDQ.
Are we
I have
only
no idea what
rolling
that
ones or nat 20? Like,
One red or green. We'll talk about the bow. Once you were done with the magic shop, you guys kind of split your ways. We're in the middle of the. We're currently at this night, working on some things. Smoke went to the airship to entertain his lady friend.
Went to the airship to work on some things.
it was a very magical
Toes
evening.
went to go work on the brothel with
Also working on some
everyone.
things.
Fraudry's working on some things.
Some not sexual things, actually.
No.
Believe it or not.
Vasily is
Waiting patiently for her to
Uh-huh.
find that shield.
Just standing.
I'm just standing at one spot.
During one night of the
On
day,
Standing there,
I would have.
menacingly.
During one day of that, I would have liked to pull Vasily and Fraudry aside. I would have also liked to pull Toes, but I don't think I would have known where to find him, considering he's in the brothel, and I would not look for him there.
I thought he said he was going to a brothel.
He
Out
definitely
loud.
did say he was
Okay.
going there.
Then I would have pulled
Yeah.
Toes too if he wasn't
preoccupied.
previously disposed.
He
Now
kind of had
that's
his
the
lunch
problem.
break.
Unless you're willing to.
Oh,
His lunch break, the boy do be eating though.
I'm just recapping the first night, and then y'all can
Wait,
do.
quick
what you
question.
do. Yeah.
Ben,
Yep, that's me.
what does Toes' tongue feel like?
Oh.
Like kind of rough and sandpapery, like a normal cat.
Oh, hell yeah. Tell me more.
Big cats have tongues strong enough to lick
Continue.
flesh from bones. So
Say less.
Oh, say way less.
Yeah. Like,
Wait,
negative.
please take that all
Negative.
back.
See, I thought it was weird when we found out what Fraudry could do with his tongue.
Oh, he can just deep throat something. He just.
between
He's hitting that dangly dang.
I'd say I can hit that
Someone's
dangly thing in the
throat.
back of the throat from the bottom.
Thing in the back of the throat.
From the bottom. Stop.
Lizard tongues are really long, as we found out.
there was a solid like 20 minutes of us in a VC.
Oh no,
surge.
no, it wasn't VC, and it wasn't 20 minutes. It was like 2 hours in
Was
our
it?
group chat.
Was
Yeah,
that?
it-
Jesus. I know
it
we
was
were all
that
posting
long.
articles about lizard tongues, and it was a really weird time.
Lizard party parts.
Froggy goes to
Hindsight.
eat ass and it just sounds like Yoshi.
Okay.
When he gets off, he says Yoshi.
God.
I mean, that's canon now.
Oh God.
That is what he sounds like, yes.
That's his O face.
Oh dear God. If anybody is new to D&D, this is how home games usually go.
Home games with adults.
We are not a structured
With adult
campaign.
themes.
We do not do structures here. This is literally it.
I'm trying to get past the night, but.
Do
Who am I missing? Slice, what are you doing for the night? Are you just staying in an inn? Are you staying on the ship?
I'll stay on the ship.
Okay. What did you choose for your magical items before we go and forget that?
The butcher's bib and
'Kay.
the boots of elven kind. I don't really need a. I can't really hit while doing a broom flying, right?
no. Well,
Yeah.
in the broom flying's already taken. There's only one per.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not crossed off here. For me.
Yes, we did it live, so I wasn't crossing it off.
Ah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I crossed off everybody but Vasilis because he did it live.
Alright. Yeah. So just, which has been okay.
Well, that'll
Okay.
help with your disadvantage, right?
I don't have disadvantage. I have
Oh, that's right.
I have disadvantage on stall checks.
While you wear this business, next time you have advantage. It's good for sneaking in general.
Yeah, it is. Is there anything else, Chris? Or can I pull Fraudry and Vasily and Toes to the ship?
No, I'm good.
So, during one of these 10 days, I would have approached all of you. Slice, I would have offered to let you join, but that's up to you because you know everything I'm going to say.
If anyone was talking to me, I just got back with the beer. Sorry.
I'll be there.
I'm asking Vasily, Fraudry, and Toes to join me on the ship.
Okay, I am already on the ship.
Sure.
I'd bring us down to the bar at the front. So I don't know if you guys plan on staying with us for a while, but it seems like we might be. I figured it's a good time to actually learn about each other and maybe come clean about some of the things that this ship and what we do as the Union of Wandering Unwanteds. But before I get too much into our history, I'd like a couple of you to say some things. Really interested in you, Fraudry, but also you, Vasily. You were asleep for 300 years?
Yeah, bud.
What, so you were, believe your name says you're a field medic. You were created for this, and then how did you wind up in that tomb?
They took me for, I guess, experiments.
That's shitty. Is there anything you'd like to do now that you're not in the tomb? Or is this kind of as long as you're fighting and healing and doing your job, you're satisfied?
My job is really just to heal people that are 50% below. 50% or below.
Below.
Okay, is there anything you'd like to know about us or the ship?
Is anyone 50% or below?
Not at the moment, though last night was a little taxing.
That's fine.
What
Stop for a second. What the fuck is happening with Dummy Thick Stan?
What? Oh.
What do you mean?
do I want to know?
There's a dummy thick stand. We don't talk
Oh
about
God,
dummy
why?
thick
I'm talking about it. Why the fuck is it happening? Someone just sent a GIF in our group chat of Stan
I see it.
from American Dad, just bent over, wiggling them dummy thick cakes.
This happened to like 3 separate episodes. I'm pretty sure this is the spring break episode, given his hair. But I couldn't tell you.
Ben, your knowledge of things never
It's with the
ceases to
Lord.
amaze me.
I spend a lot of time just passively watching shitty American Dad and Family Guy best moments because it's really, really easy to just watch them while you're not doing anything else.
Oh God.
For some reason, like
God,
that's
JR.
my default YouTube thing is like terrible best moments.
I want to show
Oh,
this on
American
stream, but I
Dad.
don't think I can.
Okay.
You can and you should because we've talked about it. And now they have to.
This
see
is what our thing looks like right now. By the way, stream.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm gonna try and bring us back. Fraudry, my next questions are for you, if you don't mind.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know I was there.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? The clap my dummy thick ass cheeks drowned out your question.
Hey, we discussed it. If anybody in this group is thick, it's fucking smoke.
Hey, Slice does this.
You're just short, not thick. There's a difference.
I'm 4'11", 150 pounds. I'm thick.
You're short, not thick.
You're around, sir.
I am round. I am chubby.
You look like a gopher in the middle of winter.
Fraudry, you have had some interesting stories, I will admit. You come from a family of dragon hunters, is what I've gathered?
Not by trade, more by circumstance. You see, the town that my family settled, do you know where the Southwood is?
By name only, not by location. We've stayed mostly north on the ship.
Yes. The Southwood, the High Moors, Serpent Hills, around that area. It's not the most civilized, and my village is not the most newest in the lands. So when we settled there, my grandfather, he helped fight off some of the great beasts and creatures that sought to subjugate us. And my father after him did similar.
So, what are you doing out here, if that makes it sound like you're more nomadic tribesmen than travelers?
No, they were settlers. They stayed in a permanent location. As for me, though, the life there was just boring. Things had been mostly settled and cleared, and it was safe, you know? I traveled to Sycomber, along the Delambir River. Perhaps you've heard of it?
Vaguely. Again, not really familiar with things that haven't had direct line of work with myself.
Of course, of course. Well, out of Sycomber, I was a part of an adventuring guild, you could say, traveling north into the high forest and south into the high moor. There just weren't enough things there. Now I'm in search of greater beasts.
Well, we'd be happy to have you accompany us. You've been the one that's been the most hesitant about joining us, but you're very skilled with that bow, and I respect that. I do have one more slightly pressing question, if you don't mind.
Of course.
How did you end up being of the trusted in King Hecaton's court?
That is an excellent question. You see, the adventuring guild that I worked for in Sycomber, they apparently, not to my knowledge before this, but they are more known outside of Sycomber than I knew. Word gets around of successful guilds. And I, having spent a few years there, made a name for myself, you could say.
Fair enough. I guess word does travel fast, and word from the right people carries much weight. That does all the question. Sorry?
When you travel into the high forest and return successfully, repeatedly, people take note.
Respectable. I believe that is all the questions I have for now, unless something else is prompted. Toes.
Yes, that's me. Oh, yes, that's me.
From what
Wee wee baguette.
No,
No, wrong character. He has to cough up a hairball for this one.
Voice. Yeah, I gotta cough up a hairball for fucking Toes. Truly the worst. Yes. Yes.
You are probably the one I know the least about. I just know that you work for money, and that you are from a... Is there a tribe of... What race are you? Leolin? What's it called?
Leonine.
Leonine.
Yes, we roam the plains, and we habitually work as monster hunters. I was born under the full moon, and so I was additionally trained to be a moon priest, and so I can harvest harness magic through my dedication, which is why he's an ancient paladin. But I was kicked out of my tribe for refusing to accept a contract against a group of bandits. Because I don't like to kill people.
But do you have any problem killing people if they need to die?
I prefer not to, but I will if I need to.
I'm more so saying I don't picture us taking any contracts on killing good people. Usually the people we go after are causing many, many, many deaths.
I prefer to kill monsters, but I can kill people if it is necessary.
Respectable. So now I guess I should tell you what the Union is.
Yes?
Slice and I are the last two remaining members of this group of misfits that became a group by accident. When the giant ordning was thrown off, we happened to be near a city that was attacked by them, and through many efforts we ended up slaying many giants that had turned from King Hecaton and finding ourselves in his employ, killing the dragon Imrith with his help. That is how we became associated with the King of Giants. Since then, however, we have adopted this airship and used it as a source of revenue and travel. But there's also been a secret mission, per se, that happens also. If any of you know what the Zentarum is, joined them long ago under the influence of dismantling them. And after dying and being reincarnated as a dwarf, used this new, let's say, persona to further my goals in killing off key figures in their organization to stop their illegal activities. I have no quorums about who or what I kill, as long as in the end it betters the world and means less people are getting harmed. You may all...
Slice.
This is Slice. He is my companion, doesn't talk much, very trustworthy. I trust him with my life.
I give a thumbs up.
Can't say I've ever heard of this Zentarum.
I trust him with my wife.
What would you say they
Double thumbs
do illegally?
Well, for an example for you, when we started this endeavor, there was a town who was displaced by a giant attack. One of their lower down leaders and about 10 of their men came and tried to secure this town and leave all of these people homeless and defenseless. They wanted to turn it into a massive base for themselves. They do things like this every day. They upset families, they kill innocents, whatever furthers their plot. I don't know 100% what their plot is, I just know that they cause hundreds of deaths.
We do whatever floats our boat. God.
So, with that being said, not only have we stolen an airship from an ancient dragon, I am responsible for the deaths of many of their members. So, just a...
Sounds slightly not connected.
Oh no, not connected at all. I'm just saying staying with us is dangerous, but as you can tell, very profitable.
Oh, I've heard many stories of the successful ones. Flying an airship about.
Very luxurious airship at that. Think I might open it up for a party later this week and just let the town see what the lucky can really do. But...
You mean you haven't been throwing a party on it every night?
Oh, personal parties, yes, but tents on the ground, music being played, high society coming up here and dining. The little things. So, do any of you have questions after what I just told you?
I have no idea what this Zentarum is.
Seconded. I mean, I know in real life,
Thirdly,
This is
They
easy.
are a group of illegal ne'er-do-wells who do nothing but subjugate those underneath them.
Sound like a bunch of right hosers, eh?
They
This
do
guy
house
gets it.
some very powerful people, I might add. People of things worthy of being cautious of.
Nearly unfathomable that in this day and age on the Sword Coast, such an organization could be allowed to grow so large and yet be so corrupt.
Well, it's also surprising that we're allowed to fly with an airship with basic immunity and kill things.
Suppose, if you are powerful enough and rich enough, you can do as you please.
I mean, not only that, they have more dangerous things, but yes.
Curious question then, what separates those who are good from those who are bad? If all it takes is power and money,
When we kill people, it's to save lives. When they kill people, it's to take them. It's for their own gain. Meanwhile, while we do it to better the good. We've fended off giant attacks from cities. We've killed dragons who were terrorizing the world. They would take these opportunities and capitalize and wouldn't care how many people, innocents, died in their wake.
sounds like they must be taken down then.
That's been my mindset.
You seem to be a very strong-willed person. With a good head. Never be less than what you deserve to be, Smoke.
Well, I do what I can to survive and make the world a better place. Sorry, doing something real quick.
Well, this has been an interesting meeting. I believe we are all, for the most part, together for a while. I know I'm curious. Curiosity at the very least, and knowing of your exploits, keep me around. But I do have business to attend to.
I try not to be curious. Causes problems, especially for people like me.
I'm gonna go in a fighting pit. Anyone want to watch?
Absolutely, yes.
That does sound delightful.
Can I bring the horse with me?
I don't know
That
who you're gonna have
sounds
to ask
less
that.
delightful.
I don't know where it is yet. I find it. I always can find a fight. I head out to find a fight. Bum bum ba da dun dun da da dun dun da 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 dum. I should learn how to play that. All right, Chris.
Yeah.
Do I find a fight?
Boy,
Bunch of random
you
persons.
start a fight. No.
Just walk into a bar and start fighting. Punch them and you're like, wow, this is a great fight pit. They're like, sir, what the fuck?
Sir, this is an establishment. Oh, is it? Punch them in the face.
Sir, this is a sanctuary? What are you...
This is sanctuary to Helio. What are you doing?
Sanctuary to Cord. We're ready to fight, bitch.
We're ready to fight. Everyone's just not fighting me back. I'm just punching a bunch of people and they're like, sir,
Sir, please.
calm down. You're hurting all of us. Like, why won't anyone fight me?
They're NPCs with like
Switch
10 hit points.
over to.
I one shot like down all of them.
You hit one guy and it kills another guy.
So you do find a. Sorry, my mods have seen a portion of our UwU chat.
Oh, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake.
What?
The mods are like, whoa, calm down there, guys.
Yeah, just-
Chris,
No,
where
they're
was that
laughing
thing
right
you
now.
posted
Just
from?
just give them all access to the maze for 45
I
seconds.
don't know. They saw it and they just went, "Ooh, whoa."
Oh, God.
Whoa.
Oh, whoa.
Dark
I didn't.
You
Okay.
did start this.
Kind of.
Square up, it's time to fight, sir. This is a Wendy's.
So
Thank
you
you.
ask around, and you do have the opportunity to square up with a series of individuals in a not underground per se fighting area. It's the guards just look past it.
Okay.
Let's say it is over in this area to the left. And I didn't draw it up because it's not that bad. Since you are new to the arena, even though you've started your own in Mirabar, the rules of this are a little bit different than your own. No magic items. It's basically, well,
magic
minus
armor
your
either.
main weapon. Like no magic can be used.
No ironstone.
I'll
Level
let you
on that one.
have.
The
It's
crit
basically
immune thing. That's not magic. My chest plate isn't magic. It's just the type of metal, right? No, it's magic.
It's magic metal, but it itself is not.
bare knuckle brawling.
Is it bare knuckle?
Yeah.
No weapons?
No.
Heck yeah, baby. So no weapons, no armor? Or yes armor?
No armor.
No armor. I'll remove all my stuff and hand it to Smoke. Tell him to put this in the bag.
I'll put it in the bag.
Okay, I started the titty thing. Y'all started with the thick thing.
Hold on, titty.
What's that? Guys. Whoa.
I like American titty, and I like French titty.
A tonton. That means without all my stuff, I
Yeah.
would have my
That way, you know,
constitution
a lot
plus
of people
my
are
dex.
even.
16 AC. And then unarmed attack plus 10, right? Yeah. Okay, let me put unarmed in my thingy.
There is, while it is minuscule to the amount of money that y'all have, they do ask for 50 gold as an entrance fee, and then you'll win the pot, basically. Like, you'll win the other person's 50 gold.
50 gold. Ugh. What? You think I have 50?
These are not adventurers who are just pit fighting.
This is crazy. My dog keeps growling at me and I don't know what he wants. I'll do 1950. Yeah. Alright, I put in 50 gold. Adding unarmed strength. Texture, proficient.
Just out of curiosity, what does the archery look like around this pit fight?
Sorry, what? I got distracted by something
Very
Jake said.
distracted. It's just
Distracting her, not me. I see how it is.
No,
Hey.
I thought Jake was mad at me for something I did.
I'm not mad. I'm just saying don't listen to that child. And I'm going to put it in BBE chat that any mod who spells her name correctly before she picks up her minis, I will do something to.
I mean, we also need to know how to spell and pronounce her name because she goes by 15 different things.
Just you can do whatever's in her actual name. So just anything but BELLE.
What is it? What is it now?
What's what now?
Her name. You'd have to change it yet. Okay. Anyway, what was your question, Bo?
D&D. In this pit fight ring thing, how high up can I get? Like, are there any good archery spots? Overlook. Basically, I want a porcupine swim pool.
Fucking why?
Why?
That's a
You
weird
gonna
sexual
murder
thing.
someone?
It's like shooting fish in a barrel, man.
Okay.
It's like shooting a barrel with a
I
fish.
didn't think of it this deeply. That's why I haven't even like made. Okay.
They got healers around.
So okay.
do
You
they?
have-
They
Also,
might
like,
not.
healers are not, like, yeah, you can go to the doctor if if you can go to the hospital if someone stabs you, it doesn't mean you're not gonna get mad at them.
They can get mad at me. I'm a level 14 ranger rogue with an airship. Bring it on, bitch.
With access.
Really taking blame of that airship. Yeah.
You
I
know
was
what?
about
They
to
don't need to
say.
know that. They don't need to know the details.
Okay. So pit is like 60 feet in diameter, round, 10 feet down. The buildings outside of it are little more than just coverings. Like they're not tents. They're established with stone and like thatched roofs, but there isn't walls. There's just columns to support the roof. Outside of that, there may be a few buildings that have a few stories to them. Maybe a church. You may be able to get up on its steeple thing.
So that doesn't really help at all because I'm a light pale green. There's a 60-foot box.
There do be. There be the box by Roddy Rich.
Passive aggressive war has now started in Critter Quit.
Oh my gosh, where?
Aggressive war always happens in Critter Quit. What are you talking about? Also, Jake, I can't change your name because we're equal.
Oh, so it is only Chris.
Jake messaged me and was like, "Did you do this?"
I thought you would do it before Chris would because she's DMing.
I mean, I would. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I know you would.
The only reason I know that is because I've tried to do it the other night.
For those unaware, Bella messaged me in the middle of you guys talking about your backstories, and she's like, "Hey, can you change Jake's name to Jack?" I was like, "Sure, yeah, harmless pranks, sure."
No,
I'll do it."
it's harmless. It's just war.
That means I caught that super fast.
Well, that's the thing is you sent it to me and I was like, did Jack change that forever ago and I just haven't noticed? She was here the other day and I left her alone with Discord while I ran to my parents. Did she change it then and I just haven't noticed? I was having like a crisis and I was like, no, it was Deceiver earlier today when I was gaming with Bo. So it had to be one of the admins.
I was about to do that.
Tete.
It's okay, she'll log on and see her new name.
Okay.
Finally. Goonie. Don't.
So were you gonna do anything with that news?
Get out of here, Goonie.
Let's not turn somebody into a
Description.
pincushion in the middle of town. We're trying to, we don't want to go on the run. We're getting magic items made here.
I'm not. I'm just
Okay.
curious what it looks like in case things need to happen.
Okay. And unless like someone cheats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I will be in the crowd if somebody cheats.
Yeah, I'm gonna be somewhere where I can pincushion somebody if they cheat.
Including Slice.
I am here to
Including
heal.
Slice. I will pincushion you, Slice.
Alrighty, do it.
I can be 600 feet away. I just
Not
have to see.
at you. I'm the homie. Who might verse? Is it a bracket system as well? Is it like I have to fight a bunch of people, or is it
You
like the
can.
challenger of that day?
It can be a bracket system.
Alrighty, let's
I'll just make it progressively more hard.
do it.
That's how it usually happens.
Oh,
Sounds super interesting. Could Vasily get in on this?
no magic, but
Can I? I'm well equipped to be sure.
Yeah, no, that was the joke. Like, with no magic, I'm literally just smacking people with a maze.
Or,
With my-
your metal
no,
fist.
unarmed strike. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be
+5
fair.
strength bonus and claws.
Could
Oh,
I
yeah, I don't
not
know.
get in on this because my unarmed strike deals 0 damage?
Frodry and I are gonna drink some whiskey.
No, don't do that to him.
I have
I
a
wanna
bite.
get on
It
my
does
best.
1d6 minus 1.
Guys, I just rolled a fucking 1 on an armor strike attack.
Do it. The Sealy wheel.
I would like
Bludgeoning
to,
the
I
aggro.
would like to get in on.
What the fuck?
It's only 1s or 20s today, guys.
There's like a punching bag that's like right outside the fighting pit for
The
people
hell?
to train, and
But the punching
Vasily's
bag
just
just punches
staring
you.
at it. Yeah, and he punches fully past it, brings his arm back and hits him. He's like, "Whoa!" Then he does it again.
Whoa.
He's like, "Whoa!"
I got rid of my unarmed strike because it was so bad that I'd never use it.
What is your unarmed strike?
I'm not proficient. It's not proficiency, right?
It's
You don't use D&D
it's-
Beyond. That's right.
It's proficiency.
I can
You're
switch to my D&D
proficient.
Beyond. Okay.
Unarmed strike. Alright. Hopefully me and Twaz start on the opposite sides of the bracket. Or I request that. Watch him smite. No magic. Oh, boo! This is God. Boo.
Does
Hey, thank you for the
lay on
follow.
hands count as magic?
Hey.
Not a spell.
And 2p magic though. Does it? It's not up to me. You can have it. I get you down like to half. You're just like full. I'm like, well.
Oh, my bad. My claws are a one-armed weapon. I don't know if I can participate because I can't avoid dealing magic damage.
What do you mean? Because you're 1d8?
Yeah, because I do 1d8 radiant damage no matter what. Wait, actually, is it you do or you can do?
Does it say you do or you
I mean,
can?
technically,
I'm
as long as you're
about to check
not
the class.
casting spells, you're just hitting them so fast they see light.
God's light.
Toaz is not above cheating. He will.
Cheating and fucking.
Porcupine, you're
That's what
furry
I've
ass.
learned of toes.
Oh, it's whenever you hit a creature, so it's not you can, it's you do, so you will be doing it.
So how are you doing this? Are we actually gonna have them fight a bunch of people, or?
It's just gonna be a bunch of rolls.
Okay.
And then JR, you keep a list of your health, and I'll keep a I'll make a random number of health. This is all gonna be random.
Sounds good.
Wait, I'm gonna do it. I want to fight.
You want to?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Well, if JR rages in the final battle, I'm gonna lose.
Oh, baby. I'm raging every battle.
How many rage? Oh, you're a third level barbarian. You got 2 rages.
I got 3.
You do?
Let me look real quick. Make sure I'm not speaking.
So,
Please,
your first contender, Slice. And I wasn't
Yeah,
expecting all of you to want to fight multiple people. So yay,
How's-
thank you.
No problem.
Oh.
How big is the bracket, by the way? How many people would I fight before the last one?
I'm gonna say 3.
Perfect.
Porpoise.
Pork.
Gosh. So your first fight is going to be against a male dwarf named Oscar. Oscar Hellcrowl. That is very coal-haired, very long beard, braided, lots of iron beads in his beard, and he's shirtless. He's wearing pants, and he's barefoot. And yeah, he's your first contender. We're gonna make. I'm just throwing things out of my head of what the stats would be of a semi-veteran person in the fighting arena.
I like to imagine in the background it's just like Avatar and credits. Is...
Who knew JR is a sick beatboxer?
Oh, he was beatboxing.
We still don't
I thought
know
he just
that.
Put a beat on in the background. Shit
I
was
thought we
good.
added Groovy Bot.
Okay. I'm writing down random numbers so that they're like so I don't accidentally make it inconsistent.
Who cares about inconsistencies? It's not D&D.
Mhm.
We don't
Someone
have.
called out on it later, like, oh, that was +7. Now it's +10.
Yeah, it's called the DM fucking with you.
Yeah, right.
It just goes up with every roll. Now it's
For
plus
sure.
27. How did that?
For sure.
It's an automatic crit that maxes out damage. I'm dead. True death.
What? It did 300 damage in one blow.
Okay, so go ahead and roll initiative to see who goes first.
I. Ugh. Ooh. 10.
Um. Cool.
You hate to say it.
Okay. So he cracks his knuckles, trying
Cracks his
to
knucks.
trying to just lightly intimidate you into a fight. And right now, you guys are standing.
Oh, you have bless, JR.
Oh,
homie.
who paid for it?
Oh
F
my
plays.
gosh.
Oh, F plays. Oh, be it. Sure. Nope, not that one. That's not Blink.
Guys, I'm gonna pet my dog. Pet, 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 pet. Oh, I love this guy.
What is this one? Is this Blink? This is Blink. That's cool. Okay.
Just don't bring up the one I gave you with all those tokens.
Yeah, it says Blink. It's not Blink.
No, it also takes a minute to load. There's a lot of assets on that map.
Here's Clouth and every other ancient dragon you could ever fight.
No,
Roll initiative.
I gave her a lot of maps. Like a lot of maps.
Oh no, I opened up the token one first.
I'm gonna cover your eyes, bud.
Okay, we are good. Good this one.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. And oop.
Oh. 5. That's just me making sure it die.
You said it was 30 radius, right? I mean, 15 radius, 30 diameter.
Well, it's probably
No,
Senko's.
60. 5, 10.
60?
Haha! Circle-ish.
Woo!
Woo.
Yeah! Circles!
Circle!
Oh my! It's a circle.
Token.
I've
You're
never
right, Greenland.
actually looked at what this looks like.
Blurp.
Oh, that's what that looks like. Okay.
Look at all that
With
rock.
your there. Okay. So you guys are currently. What is
I've never
Project doing?
seen it- I've never seen what those look like before.
So you guys are. Let me see if I don't have a better token. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Or about that for a part. And he cracks his knuckles to intimidate you.
It's
He
whole
spends
turn.
his action doing that. He actually doesn't. He will move with his tiny little legs to there.
Don't judge.
I am short.
Boy can't even get fully towards me. Ah, 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 ah.
It's all
Um,
about the motion of the ocean.
Ocean of the ocean and the
That is Slice psyching himself up.
It's the motion of the ocean and the bed of the wave. What song is that? I
And he is and he is going to take the dodge action.
a smart man.
It is your
I
turn.
Go up to him. Bonus action. Rage.
Okay.
And I'll hit him thrice.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's 6. 6. And also 6.
Wow.
Oh, wait. No, it's disadvantage. The first one does that.
Yes. Well, you
Oh.
assume, yes. Ooh.
28 might
Yeah,
not
hate
hit.
to
What?
see it. Disadvantage. Yeah, so 2 hit. So
Two
only
hit.
6, 6.
6. Not 6.
That's 6. Thank
Okay.
God, I was gonna have to fully go to church, get baptized again.
Wow. Wow.
Bless these dice.
Bless these dice. Holy water on my dice.
That sounds like a line in a weird song. Got holy water on my dice.
Holy water on my die. It does. It's a song about like gambling, but also loving Jesus.
All songs are about gambling for any time not spent in prayer devoted to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Oh, and
Is
the dwarf
time
has Bane.
spent risking your soul.
True. I also had bless, but that wasn't how one. So. Mans has Bane.
Okay.
Fraudry, why are you trying to shoot?
What
I'm
are
looking
you?
to see what I could help you with, which is absolutely nothing.
You're fine.
Like, I could get 30 feet closer and cast Pass Without a Trace on you.
Oh heck yeah, finally.
Yeah, I would actually like to do something for this fight.
Oh.
I'm in the crowd.
That's
Um,
very fire.
so
What are you
25,
doing?
25 stealth, and a 38
Okay.
sleight of hand, and I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire back here, so it only hits the dwarf.
That's
Okay.
such a visible spell. Holy
That's
shit.
literally the most visible spell.
Yes, but if they can't tell where it came from, what are they gonna do? Actually, we're gonna make this
They're
interesting.
gonna-
I'm gonna
They're gonna
cast it on
flag
both.
slice.
I'm gonna cast it on both of them.
Your wild deck saving throw.
Yep. So deck saving throw from both.
I didn't do it. I don't even know what he
That is
wants.
save. That saves, right?
I know exactly what he wants.
9, 10.
I changed it. Oh!
And I.
It was changed.
I changed it.
You know he can just change it back, right?
Yeah.
Does 17 save? What's your saving DC? Jackie.
Oh, 16.
Yeah, I see.
Okay. His saving throw is going to be.
Right.
Barry, we can get back in here.
We gotta give him permissions.
Why? What did you do?
He
I
left
got
the
it.
server.
Do your thing.
Yeah, you do your thing, Book.
He fails.
Fucking Trey.
We gotta give
He's
him rolls
lit.
back.
What did you do?
He said he was gonna leave. His name was changed, so that's on him.
No.
Oh,
It was
guys,
not
you cleared him
changed.
all the way out.
No, it was. We had changed it back.
No. I was watching by the time I said 10, and I clicked it.
No. It doesn't. We had changed it. I had pressed submit name change at
You
2
have to
seconds
find
left.
something else.
It doesn't show up for a minute. It lags.
Wait, boys, I left.
Son of a bitch, Trey. What did you have?
Now you guys get extra work.
I mean, you might as well already change his age, because he'll be the next age bracket.
He might leave again.
I'm not 30. Don't do this to me.
I could just reset
Uh,
your HP.
What's the
He
math
did
saving
listen.
throw?
Sorry,
With
what?
Bane. What was his saving throw? The dwarfs.
And he has
Oh.
Bane.
And he has Bane.
9.
I just wanted to
A 9 with Bane.
He fails regardless. Bane doesn't matter then.
Yeah, he's 9 plus 4 minus 1. He wasn't elder. He was just adult.
Yeah, but Elders
What
are
color
next to
though?
level up.
Shoot.
Also, DM your game. I got it.
Yeah, we can.
You broke it, you fix it.
I didn't break it. Damn it, Trey. You're blue because I like blue.
No.
Okay, Trey, you're colorblind, right?
Actually,
One of my roommate's friends is colorblind, and he was telling us that apparently he thought peanut butter was green, and this is like a common thing among a lot of colorblind people. Did you think peanut butter was green?
No, because
Okay.
I'm partially colorblind. My problem really comes whenever colors are next to each other, and they get so confused that I don't know what color is what.
That's fair.
reds and greens and browns and stuff.
Oh, dog cute.
Also, a lot of if stuff's in dark mode and there's a lot of red colors, I just can't see it. It's just a smear.
Okay, so your deck save was for Fairy Fire 2? Or what was your deck save? Jar.
My dex save was 17.
For Fairy Fire.
For fair.
Yeah, he succeeded.
Okay.
So the spell encompassed both of them. It just didn't stick to him.
Right. So Smoke goes and hides
Oh, I'm invisible.
and casts a spell, and the guards are very confused as to where that spell has originated from. That they're distracted at the moment because this was supposed to be a non-magical. What are you doing?
I mean, they obviously saw that Slice didn't cast it.
Yeah. So they're very confused, and their attention is away from the pit right now. The dwarf is going to, now that he sees what he's up against, is, oh my gosh, where did my character sheet go? Is going to hit you a few times.
Only
a few
I
times.
can do that.
No.
Dang it, guys. I'm fine with this. Yes, Bane. Oh, no, I dropped the whole fry. Oh, my dog got it.
Not the fries.
Not the fries. Oh my gosh. You just ate a whole waffle fry whole.
I hope this is messing up your OCD.
Add your bonus.
It's accomplishing something.
So the first one is 11, the second one is 20, and then he is just gonna keep wailing on you. And you don't know, well, you have an idea of why. And he hits you again 2 more times.
Does
Which
he
is
have
a
Bane?
24 and a 21. Bane.
Yeah, Bane wouldn't affect that.
1,
It's 16
2,
right now.
3. So 2, 1, and 1. So a 19, 23, and 20.
Yeah, those all still hit. For how much damage?
Damage is 1d6 plus 4 for 7,
This is great. I just want to tell
for
you guys.
8, and for 9.
7, 8, 9, you said?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. I reduce those. 2.
Oh my gosh, I just came back to this campaign.
3. What are you
3.
talking about?
Because the
Oh,
character sheet I'm using is
Oh.
on a different campaign.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Sounds good.
And then he just gives you a grin, waiting for you to do what you want to do next.
Heck yeah, you know what I want to do. I want to hit him force.
Those all hit.
Heck yeah. 6 each. You're on roll.
Are you rolling nothing but sixes?
No, it's an unarmed strike. It's just
Oh,
a
yeah.
1 plus your strike.
Oh, well, yeah.
So why roll for it?
What are you talking about? I have to roll for it.
24. Yeah, it's not a roll. That's just damage.
I
have
have
to
to
roll
roll.
damage.
It's
It's a requirement.
D&D.
Also, I hope you're like doubling these, or that thing has a low hit points. Otherwise, we might be here for a while.
You're about half on it. He's about half.
Like your
I'm gonna
grog's
go
fight.
grab a beer. Oh my god, that Grog's fight lasted like 2 hours, even with the damage doubled.
Yeah.
Epic fight, but Jesus Christ, that thing was an episode in itself.
It was both of them.
Yeah. So I'm guessing you're hitting him in like the face and like upper torso.
Yeah. I'll kick his dick.
Kick him in his
That
dick.
dick. Do it.
I could go for it.
Give him the old dick twist.
Oh, the classic.
Classic
Okay.
dick lick.
So
Make
do
him
some
crap for a
damage to
week.
that area, and he grimaces a little bit. Holds his like thigh near his crotch area, just
I forgot
like,
what grimace meant, so I thought you meant grin, and I was like, what?
No, he briefly turned into Grimace from McDonald's.
What?
He looks up
Oh
at
my
your life and
gosh.
says, "Step on me
If the
harder,
next
Daddy."
one ain't grimace from McDonald's.
and he's bent over slightly,
Whoa.
and then he hits you again 4 more times.
Do it.
He looks up at you and just says, "Step on me harder next time, Daddy."
And this is
This
the
economy.
second round of Bane. Actually, third round.
Just
What's
leave
this
Bane up the
again?
whole time. It'd be easy to keep track of.
Yeah, okay. Bane. Ooh, okay. So, first hit was a 17, second hit was a 19, third hit was a 16, and fourth hit was a 14.
Doesn't hurt. So the first 3 hit.
1, 2, 3. So 6, 5, and 9.
3, and 4. Oh no, 3, 2, and 4. 3.
And he pays special attention to basically hitting you only in your face,
Yeah.
so that you have evidence of what you've been doing basically when you leave the arena.
I'm fine with this.
I want to know
Just
you
make
beat
sure
me
everyone knows
tonight.
what you've been doing.
I want everybody to know you murdered me tonight with your fist.
It's the
matter
fighting
what, it's-
equivalent of someone giving you a hickey.
It's still not gonna be as much of a slaughter as Bo versus that old man.
Oh god, that was
True.
terrible.
It's really good.
Holy
just
crap.
Punch him
I
again.
forgot about that.
So good.
I punch him again.
Oh no.
Jesus!
Hey,
double that dice damage. Heck yeah. Oh wait, one more.
Lord.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, so 21.
That's right.
Roll 20 is broken.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys, we need these rolls on like a boss, not
Tomorrow.
this fucking.
Honestly,
Yeah, you guys need these rolls tomorrow.
Okay. Hold on. I need. Nope.
7, 21, 27. Heck yeah, baby.
Where did I? Okay. Yep. Okay. I assumed correctly. Okay. So he spits out a little blood. You've busted his lip real well, and there's like blood in his mouth. And he chuckles a bit, and so he's gonna hit you back 4 more times.
Do it.
I know this is real exciting. Ooh,
It's super.
some of those.
Just
do
imagine like
not
an anime
hit.
fight going on, everyone just like super action packed, dashing around.
Okay, so
Rage.
first one is a 16. Second one is.
Jay, are
a
you adding
14.
rage damage to all of that?
Oh, I'm glad. You're right. He mentioned the rage
Thank you,
damage, and
F
I was
players.
like, interesting.
And it's 9, 10, 11.
Rage damage is 2 more damage for
Times
every
11, so
strike.
22 more damage.
Oh,
Thanks,
well, now that
Travis.
you mentioned that. Well, let's just retcon that just a bit. So as you strike at him for the. Did you. You attacked him 4 times.
I forgot to add it in the thing. Here, I'll do it now.
Well, yeah. So as you strike him the last time, you do it as a like an uppercut, and it gives him the unconscious status.
Hadouken. Fatality. I rip his spine from his back.
Ray, don't show me that. Stop. You're showing me cute
penis.
little Sailor Moon ramen bowls,
his
which
penis.
is why I'm distracted.
His whole PP.
And so, the guards still looking for the person who had casted that spell they're distracted, and so they don't realize that one of their fighters has gone unconscious.
Interesting. I'll
I feel
stabilize
like
them.
I just want to do a little chaos at the moment. I'm sorry. Can I tell which one of the guards is there looks a little shadier?
Okay. There's currently 3 guards that are are preoccupied and are not looking at the fight. Those are the 3 guards that are on duty. 2 of them are looking.
Does one of them just look like an asshole?
They all look like assholes.
Okay, whichever one looks the most asshole-ish, I'm going to stealth up to and slide 3 platinum into his pocket, and then I'm going to go up to another guard and be like, hey, I think that guard was paid off to let that spell happen. I just want to cause chaos right now, not gonna lie.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand, or are
Stealth to
you...
get up to him, sleight of hand to put it in his pocket.
And go over to the person and deception.
Yeah. Okay.
Rogues, we're broken.
DC.
I assert when I move them.
So as you do that, he
I just put
nods.
I put 3 platinum in his pocket.
He doesn't even feel it. He's just like, yeah, I hate that dude.
Yep.
And he.
No. I put 3 platinum in the guard's pocket who I said was paid off. So that way when they find him, they'll find way more money than a guard should have.
Gotcha. So multiple steps.
Yes. That's what the sleight of hand was for.
Big plans into
Big plans.
motion. Big plans, big plays. Make a death saving throw.
Oh, okay. There's a couple things going on right now. So, Slice, you just
Yeah,
beat
what's
this guy up very efficiently. Smoke, you put some money in a guard's pocket, and now you've made another guard angry about his comrade. Fraudry, are you actually going to be doing that?
We'll see.
Holding. He's holding.
Who are you targeting?
Guards are having chaos right now, so
Why?
depending on how bad it gets, if Smoke needs to get away.
Okay. Okay.
One of those
You're not
guards
doing
is
this
not gonna be
while.
taken.
Okay,
No,
you're not doing
he's
this
just watching
while...
my back. He's the only one who saw me do this.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah,
That's
because my passive is 29.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, 29.
Okay, that's fair. I thought you were doing this while the chaos was happening and taking advantage of that. Okay.
Slice slips 3 platinum into a guard's pocket, walks to another and says, "Hey, I think that guy was paid off," and then that guy just falls over dead.
Mysterious ways. Slice,
Well,
what's your passive?
Oh, like 14 or 16.
You don't see this happening.
17.
Yeah. You hear that there's some commotion going on with angry male voices. As you're just like relishing in your win, as one guard goes up to another guard and basically like pokes him in the shoulder and starts berating him for letting things happen and taking payment. They're trying to be an established pit fight like in Mirabar, and we can't have this.
Shander.
Bryn Shander, I'm sorry, yes. Mirabar's from where you're from. Bryn
Where
Shander.
I'm from. I didn't start there. But we're looking to branch out.
Into Mirabar.
Make it become a,
That's good.
kind of worldwide pit fight, sort of organized thing.
And then sends him home for the rest of the week with no pay.
Damn.
he just got 3 platinum.
Yeah, did they take
such
3
a-
platinum?
Fine. Well,
Like-
the guard doesn't know what's in his pocket. Neither guard knows what's in his pocket. They didn't check.
Okay, so I sent him home without pay, but I technically paid him like 6 months worth.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, I don't feel bad.
he's gonna like be so confused. Like what did I do? Like I saw it go off.
He's
and
gonna go
what?
home and take his pants off, and his wife's gonna wash him and find 3 platinum in there, and they're gonna get a divorce from the argument that ensues.
Yeah, no, he's gonna find the platinum and be like, maybe I did take a bribe.
No, his wife's gonna find
Yeah.
the platinum and go, "Where are you getting this money from, huh?"
Are you selling drugs again, Gerald?
Damn it, Joe, that's the last straw. I'm taking the dog and I'm leaving. I'm going to stay with your brother.
What was this death save?
I'm sorry.
For knocking him unconscious?
No, it's just non-lethal
It would
unless
make-
you're
it
meaning
would-
to kill
oh,
him.
yeah.
Unless
No, I
unless
was meaning
in the
to kill.
chaos
No.
you are.
I wouldn't have. I forgot that's how it worked.
With
Usually
that
I
medicine check,
fight
you
to
might
kill.
accidentally kill him.
It's
I
fine.
apply pressure to the windpipe, right?
You
No,
hit
you
him
apply
so
pressure
hard
to
with
the
that last
carotid
one,
arteries.
you break his neck.
I tried
And in
to
the
do
chaos,
a
no
Heimlich
one notices
maneuver,
he's
but
dead.
on his neck.
Instead of doing chest,
Oh.
instead of doing chest compressions, you're just jumping on him with the full weight of your body.
Okay, CPR
Uh.
step 1, curb stomp.
Curb stomp.
And with Slice's size, it's one of the Gears of War ones.
Yeah.
No, I don't kill him. Alright, next fight. Me or Toast?
Are we gonna RP all of these fights?
Yeah,
No.
we don't need to.
I think Toes actually wouldn't have come to the fighting ring because he doesn't like fighting people.
Fighting?
He's gonna
fighting
go
or
do his
whoring.
fucking job.
Fights in bed.
Yeah. He likes
Okay,
to
so you
wrestle.
do
His job of
get-
fighting monsters.
I was just reading Twitch chat because I was not paying attention to stream while I was trying to do that. A lot of
The real
thinking.
monster was inside us.
So Slice, you do gain the 50 that you bet on yourself plus the 50 from Oscar. And
Okay.
so the next two fights are just going to be the luck of the die.
I'm going to bet 100 gold per fight on Slice.
Okay, so you find a bookie. Did you do it for the first fight?
No, I didn't.
Or
I didn't hear the
If
betting
they're
part, or I
called
would have.
scholars, not bookies.
In D&D.
You know what? I'll put 500 on Slice for both fights.
What the?
I'll put 1,000
Okay.
on Slice. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my
I don't
god.
have a
stop.
thousand.
Yeah. I need this money in
Okay,
case you're chill.
so after
I
you
put 50 on
see
Slice.
after you see Slice's performance for the first fight, which without that last round and rage damage, you brought him down to 20. So that was going to be like one more round because you're barely hurt. So
I'll be right back.
okay. So after seeing his performance, you find resident bookie. You find
Resident scholar, please.
someone who collects
Money wizard.
bets against fights, and you and Smoke and Fraudry, you pay both 500 per each or 500 for both.
500 for the first one because I only have 700, so I'm gonna use part of these winnings to bet on the next one.
Okay.
Inside check.
Inside check the person he's
The
against.
bookie. The bookie.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna rip us off.
These are questions you gotta think.
Going to roll on this other instead of making a whisper.
What are we inciting?
The bookie.
Make sure he doesn't rip us off.
Oh, fraud.
he-
You don't gotta worry about people that rip us off.
Oh,
Well,
I
he
know.
does when he's spending most of his money.
I just want to know if I have to kill him now or kill him later.
We always kill them.
So, the bookie here is, since we've made that pun, he is a very studious-looking halfling. He is dressed in a dark purple shirt and vest, and he has glasses on, and he holds all of his ledger is like a fully bound book. And he has half moon rimmed glasses on. Not shady at all. You have a pretty good tell that he's as legit as he can be for a bookie.
Too legit to crit or quit.
So, Smoke, do you put 500 down for both or for just this fight?
I'll match Fraudry. I'll do 500 each.
Broderick didn't pay for the third fight.
Oh, I didn't.
I paid 500 for the second fight.
Okay, I'll do 500.
Because he doesn't have enough for the third.
I'll do 500 for the second fight.
Okay. So how we are going to do the second and third, so we don't spend 2 hours out of the 3 hours doing pit fighting, like Grog did with Kern, which was really good. I really like Grog. Grog is one of my favorite, and pit fighting was just wonderful.
So much character
It's going to
development, too.
be a D20 versus a D20 in strength bonuses.
Does he still have
Alright.
bless?
Could I have a bless on this roll?
Audience, can he has a bless for this?
I can give him 142 blesses. DM question: is vicious mockery visible?
Tell me after.
No.
So
Unless.
can I sit in the stands and just vicious mockery his opponent?
As long as your stealth and
I can't roll below a 25 or a 30.
Yeah. Who has the lowest strength in the group?
Me.
Smoke for sure. 7.
So here's Smoke stats, by the way. It's 8
Mine's
now.
an 8. Mine's an 8.
Oh, they can pull up the overlay.
Yeah.
Just pull up the overlay, guys. It's there.
Here's I'm a weak boy.
Just highlight the D&D Beyond overlay. It's there.
Yes, it is. I think I gotta update Smoke strength on that.
Okay, Trey.
So does that give him like disadvantage or something on his roll because he's constantly being hurt by psychic damage?
Well, he's got bless. And a boop, and you got a boop.
I'm just saying the other guy.
Yeah. So your next fighter is this half orc, barely wearing rags type fighter. His
Oh, Val.
no. Buff as fuck. Half orc.
Val's buff.
That's not buff.
It is also not Kern.
By the
What
way.
is he half with? Is he half with the tabaxi? If he's half with the tabaxi, it could be Val's
You
kid.
do it.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm doing something. I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, sorry.
He's been in so many pit fights that one tusk is like the tip is broken, and then the other tusk you can't even see because it's been broken off. His eye is already like swollen shut from fights from earlier in the day.
He keeps the tusk in his back pocket to sneak a stab in every now and then.
Like he puts the tusk in between his fingers so he can punch with it.
Yeah, he's a dirty fighter. Freaking orcs.
That's racist.
Wait until next or tomorrow.
Yeah. So I'm writing down his strengths for. So make a d20. So it's strength check. Well, no, because I don't want you to use proficiency. Do just a d20 plus your strength.
+5. Do I have bless?
Yes, you. F plays gave you bless.
Ooh.
19
Ooh,
plus 5.
okay.
24.
So I have his strength score. We're just gonna do that. And he will. Yeah. So. What? So distracted.
Well, if it happens,
what
we
did-
know.
Yeah, and that's gonna be sad. Shit.
If the power goes
Well-
out, one of us will take over, and
Yeah.
we'll all hit level 16 tonight.
Yeah.
Hey!
16, 19.
60.
69.
Oh, 60, we get to max out 3 full classes. Okay.
That's fine.
Perfect.
I wouldn't want to keep track of that many abilities.
Ranger Rogue Bard.
So
So much.
you size him up pretty well, actually, and you are able to focus on parts that have already been injured and damaged from previous fights today, and you are able to win this fight.
You hit him in his self-esteem.
Nice.
Good job.
Yes, finally.
He rolled poorly.
That means
So-
I get 50 more gold, right? Or did it go up?
You got 50 more gold, and then those who placed bets against or for him got your winnings.
Those who placed
So
against
we
me.
add 500.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. His last fight, I'm betting 1,000.
Yep, same.
You're wild.
Can this guy support this? Does he have enough money if we bet 1,000 gold?
This is probably the third set of matches. And there are, with this being the last fight and basically fighting the pit boss of the day, there's a lot of people betting against him,
Against Slice?
against Slice.
Yeah.
So he looks a little worried that Slice might do well in this and how many people he'll have to pay back. But yeah. So your third opponent is one that you don't rightly expect. It's a girl this time, because why the hell not? Why do boys always have to do pit fighting?
It's a little halfling girl.
It's Lily.
She's 5 years old.
It's
She's
Lily.
9 years old.
No, it's not. Lily, no. Precious Lily.
Slice is about to curb stomp your guys' baby.
No, but I will make her a gnome because that's adorable.
I'm gonna punch this girl.
And I'm just gonna write another number for strength. It's probably not gonna matter much.
No, so Lily is a reference from tomorrow night's game where they saved a little girl. Yes.
Yeah.
Who may or may not be dead right now.
You'll find out eventually.
Maybe.
Jesus Christ.
She's the big bad.
She is the big bad.
She's the tree.
Before
monster.
JR makes his roll, I'm going to start a chant for Slice in the crowd and gonna give him a bardic inspiration.
It's my fault Exa corrupted her by fucking making her into a murderer.
She's gonna kill you first with that dagger.
Like,
Just slides it in between your ribs.
Stabbed me.
Hi, Uncle Exa.
Like,
How have you been?
try your best. And then she stabbed.
But also
a
try to be
friggin-
good at box lunch.
Wait,
Like, Vex.
are you talking about Box Lunch? The
Little nerdy.
chain in
Right?
Massachusetts?
No.
Oh. There's
The-
a small restaurant chain in Massachusetts called Box
Oh.
Lunch, and it's amazing.
There's
No,
also a
box
site-
lunch is like a little nerdy knick-knack, like Naruto and
site
Dragon Ball
where they
Z
sell
and
shit
Sailor Moon and Disney shit.
It's basically the knick-knack
apparel.
portion.
There's a knick-knack and patty wax.
You talking about like Vax and Gilmore? Jake?
What? Sorry.
When the Rakshasa disguised himself as Gilmore and stabbed Vax?
No, I mean that would work, but I was.
Is Lily gonna do
Jenga.
that?
She's not gonna disguise herself. She's just gonna slide a dagger in between X's ribs.
Alright, guys. I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna use my action
Rage
surge.
Shadow Legends.
You
I'm
have
gonna
also.
rage Shadow Legend.
You also have bardic inspiration from me. So it's a D6 extra. And I don't know if he has another bless for this last one.
I
and
wanna
I
hop on
use
my
like
broom and
second
fly
win in
above
the
'em.
middle of it. I dump all my stuff in this fight.
Hop on a broom and fly above them and just like drop an iron pot from 120 feet up.
Onk. When I rage, I get advantage on
Oh, I have to
strength checks.
touch. Never
So
I'm not enhancing your
So-
ability.
what?
I mean, technically, we're just doing the strength check as just a quick little okay. Like
Yeah.
it's just a quick speed run of
Fight.
Technically, if
a
we had
whole
time
entire-
in between rounds, you could have cast Enhance ability on him.
If there
Yeah,
was
I
time in
assume the
between-
other rounds are going on when I'm I'm taking short rests.
yeah.
And cast blessed on me, cast it up there.
So go ahead and roll your d20.
Do both blesses apply?
No.
No, just one at a time.
Alright. You hate to see it.
Oh.
Did you cast Enhance ability on him, Trey?
I did. I also cast this on him.
Okay, so if he has Enhance ability, then he has advantage on strength checks.
And also rage, and also dumping all my stuff.
That's
I would think I'd have.
I swear, if you lose me 1,000 gold,
Natural one. Natural one.
roll it.
I will. Okay.
Oh.
Solid 5.
Not
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
a,
What's
at
the
all.
total?
so that's a 5 plus a 5, 10 plus a 4, 14 plus a d6.
Wait, hold on.
It's D6?
Yeah, for my
5
inspiration.
plus the C4 for bless plus
5,
inspiration.
10, 14,
12,
15,
17.
16, 17. Plus my
Okay.
cool factor of a plus 12 to any ability check.
So the total is 17.
I believe so, unless we're forgetting something. Yeah, I believe that's it.
Poison bottle off in your ass if you lose me 1,000 gold.
Nah, I'm just killing the guy that beats him. Not really.
I mean, I got arrows knocked.
So. Oh boy.
If he
So-
loses, he's dead.
I want to see this roll, Chris.
You gotta roll.
Yeah, you gotta
I
do
mean,
it
I've
publicly.
already rolled.
You gotta do
it's-
it publicly.
No.
I've already rolled.
Screenshot.
I can
Chris.
show you what I rolled.
Disadvantage.
Is it a
Or,
disadvantage?
no, it's not.
I
But
would be
just
vicious
wanna-
mocking him the entire time too.
Also, Slice, remember, if
Okay,
you drop to
then
0
I'll-
hit points, you
I'll
instead
roll
only drop to
again.
1.
Because I rolled once, and
Really?
I'll post that. But since you're vicious mockering him. Or her,
True.
I'm sorry.
He will
Yeah,
only drop
jeez.
to 1 hit point.
He
If Slice
already
dies.
has advantage or anything, so. I think that means on a tie he would win.
No, because if they down me, then I would come back up and get one more hit.
Okay.
And as we all know.
Please tell me this guy only has a +3 to his strength.
It doesn't matter, it's a natural 20.
No, but he has disadvantage, so it would be the 14 on
Would
the
The
be
first
14.
roll is in Saturday, boys.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's a 14,
Yeah.
exactly.
not the
He
20.
would have 14. It would not be the 20. Not anymore.
He wasn't, no. So, no. It wasn't a +3.
It's probably higher.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's the final thing, and the previous fight had, yeah.
But Death Ward's up, so JR isn't down. JR. Slice isn't down.
JR, don't be down, and neither is
JR
Slice.
himself.
But also, what's with these natural ones?
JR
and
himself
20s?
feels like
You guys are
You
using
should be
all of your
down.
luck tonight.
I mean, luck can make a reroll too. Just want to point that out.
should I roll another d20?
No.
Alright.
I mean, you have ruined
1
some
HP.
friendships.
Heck.
How
So,
far away would you say we are from these people?
Jeez.
30 feet, so about 45 feet from.
Okay.
He has Death Ward on though.
Yeah. So, so it is a pretty good fight, and it lasts several rounds. But this little gnome woman is able to best you. knocking you down to your knees, leaving
Thank
you
Yeah,
conscious.
Still has 1 HP.
Right.
No, so he's not out.
No.
He's not out, but he's on his knees.
I
Wait,
uppercut
how
her
much?
to the
How? Wait,
moon.
no, wait. How tired does she look? How weak does she look?
One hit. on
So you rolled a 17.
No, see, he never gets dropped to 0 hit points. It negates anything past.
But at this
1
point
HP.
is his chance to surrender, or we go again. And he has
Go
1 hit point.
Continue.
Go
Continue. Let her finish the description.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
So Slice is on his knees, or is like on a knee, after being put down to 1 hit point.
Because she's just been hitting my knees, guys.
I mean, yeah.
Dude, don't cast healing word. That shit is very visible.
That's mass cure wounds, brother.
7th
Stop.
level.
I've let you all cast several magical spells in.
Ready.
It's my job.
But okay, my thing is,
The pit fight.
how much health would you say she has left?
Okay, if I move.
She looks hurt, definitely, but not as hurt as he does.
I action surge, so.
Wait. I'm gonna try one last thing. He's on his knees, so this is when he goes to his knees and he's not that. I'm going to cast a 2nd level sleep spell on her. Will you allow that or no? I allow you to say no. I mean, I'll take it if you say no.
I will allow you to say.
I can. Yeah, my bad.
How many
The
guards
thing is,
do
it has
you have?
no effect. There's no like magical effect. It just I can cast it from 90 feet, and the people fall unconscious.
So they didn't recuperate the amount of guards. So there's just the 2 guards, and one of them is really, really pissed off. I will allow for you to cast sleep if someone in the audience can make a distraction well enough to.
I'm gonna signal Fraudry to make a distraction.
I got 1 tool in my tool belt, bud.
Oh, fine, maybe not
God,
you.
all right.
Nah, hey, Vasily, cause some trouble real quick. Nothing violent.
Okay.
Like,
Alright.
we'll have a fucking distraction. There'll be 2 dead guards.
Yeah, that's what I don't want. If we kill the guards, we probably don't get the bookkeeper's money.
Can I see the bookkeeper for all
Bane
that?
someone. Bane someone.
Hold on.
Can you make a? I think it's a. What saving throw is it?
Banish someone.
For sleep.
Yeah.
It's not
Uh,
a saving throw, it just works off their
It
HP.
just works off.
Yeah.
HP.
And unless you angle it such that it only hits her and not Slice, it'll knock out Slice first.
No,
Because it goes
I
from
would,
lowest HP to
I would
highest.
put it back.
ooh.
24.
Okay.
25 hit points.
So I did have a number in my head.
26.
And I'm not no, and I'm not gonna deviate from that. But now I've written it down. But I'm still not gonna deviate from what I originally had in my head of when you asked how badly hurt she was, I produced a number, and so there we go. What is the distraction?
Give me a second. I'm trying to find it.
Okay. That's fine because
Big
I
bag of
Ken doll
holding.
down
you
there.
couldn't prepare for this.
He's smooth as a Ken doll down there. Give him time.
He's gonna work one up.
I know I had some putty around here somewhere.
Just strap on it.
So what is the distraction?
I'm not trying to find it.
It wouldn't take Vasily nearly as
No,
long.
I know what I'm looking for. I just can't think of the name of it. So I have to like go through each one and be like, is this it? No, that's not it. Is
I
this
could
it? No,
have
that's...
I could have technically caused my own distraction. Oh no, different campaign. Never mind. I
Yes.
thought Slice had the bag of tricks.
What a good
Okay.
guy.
I'm gonna move up and cast this on the person who's fighting.
But
On the
Need a
You
distraction.
said you wanted a distraction.
distract the.
I'd have to imagine. Wait, who are you casting it on? A guard or a
The
random
person you're
person?
fighting.
The gnome girl.
Person
He's
fighting?
Yep.
Alright.
What?
Because Vasily's literal. I didn't say distract the guards or with somebody in the audience. I just said cause a distraction.
This I need to know as soon as the guards start making a move to intervene.
We have business in this city.
I know, but I need to know.
If Toaz comes back from working his fucking job and you guys are all wanting criminals, he's gonna be like, what the fuck, guys, please.
Essentially, yeah.
Unlike the rest of you,
Okay.
guys to find respectable work
How
in this
much-
city.
Vasily,
Person
you are. Vasily, you are doing this on the person he's fighting.
Am I a murderer?
How many? What was the number?
What was hit points?
21.
Oh boy!
Yeah,
so close.
baby.
I'll take the stun, please.
No, it's blinded, deafened, and
Look, if
stunned.
you want to roll,
Yeah.
roll a d3.
No, it's
And
all
we'll
three of them.
No, it's and, not or.
Oh, it is and. Ooh, I thought it was a war.
They're blinded, deafened, and stoned for an hour, and then they fall asleep.
And
By the way, my divine word is pocket sand.
Okay.
pocket
No, they're divine. So they're gonna fall unconscious and then wake up blind, deafened, and stunned.
So okay. So Vasily, you get up. You go to the edge of the pit because if you see the range of your spell.
Yes, and I whisper divine word because my divine word is literally divine word because I don't worship any gods.
pocket sand.
And so you are asked to cause a distraction, and the guards are very distracted, and they are completely focusing their attention on you as a Warforged walks to the edge of the pit, but isn't seen whispering a word or a phrase.
Fine word.
At this time, you see the person that Slice is fighting just freeze. And then that's it. Like they are that's it. Slice, as you are preparing yourself for the next round of attacks from your opponent, and you're just like bracing yourself for the inevitable,
One
nothing
HP in a dream.
comes, nothing happens, and you look up and you see the face of your opponent is just glazed over.
She would then technically fall unconscious.
Then fall unconscious.
And
Put Helen Keller to sleep.
Jesus. For
No.
how long?
And
Is she
then
unconscious?
She's unconscious
So I
for
would-
1 minute.
For a minute?
then
I
the
would
body-
win right away, right?
goes limp as her motor control is absolutely not hers. As Smoke casts his spell. Slice, you won. It appears as
That was said
The
with so
guards-
little conviction.
I'm going to look at Vasily and go, you need to leave now. I will distract the guards.
I'm gonna give him a thumbs up.
the guard's distraction.
And I get 50 more gold.
In the guard's distraction, it is assumed that there is a winner. because here is Slice still able to stand, and his opponent laying in the dirt.
So you guys are welcome for that money.
I will say that I touch Vasily and cast invisibility and tell him to go to the ship.
I'm going to draw a teleportation circle right there on the ground and go to the ship.
That takes 10 minutes.
I'm gonna be invisible for 10 minutes and draw that circle.
As soon as you start casting teleportation, your invisibility will wear off.
Okay with that.
Well, you won't be invisible.
Also,
Again.
they're going to stop you.
For like 9 minutes and 58 seconds, you're visible drawing on the ground in the stands with
It's
chalk.
only a 1 minute cast, okay?
Oh, if you're using the actual spell slot, yeah.
Yeah, I'm using an actual spell slot.
Yeah.
So for 58 seconds, you're visible on the ground in the stands drawing
4
with chalk.
seconds.
6 seconds. Oh, yeah, 6
It's
seconds.
1 minute. 1 minute casting time.
Yeah, but action,
Yeah.
6 seconds.
Takes 6 seconds for it to wear off.
Is it a...
I will distract the guards as best as I
1 minute
can.
plus 6 seconds. What are... Okay.
I figured the 6 seconds just rolled into the minute.
No.
Because you would drop down immediately and start.
Right.
But it's active for 6 seconds after you cast it.
It takes at least 60 up to 66 seconds. The majority of which you're sitting on the ground drawing with chalk.
I'm just squatted drawing. Well, I would assume it's a dirt, right? It's like a dirt ground.
The pit is the ground outside of the pit is a little bit more hardened dirt, with a light dusting because no one sweeps.
Yeah, I just pulled out some charcoal and started
More pocket
doodling.
sand.
What's
Slap away people's
um,
feet.
I will walk up to the guards who saw Vasily do that and be like, "We're going drinking tonight. Drinks are on me." And I will go collect my money and I will buy them a couple drinks. to
Is
try and make them
there
feel
a
good.
grand prize?
Yes. Well, yes. Okay, so everyone who bet towards
Yeah.
Slice will get your money. Slice, you get the money you bet for yourself. And
50
then
more
they'll
gold?
you'll get so just
I
add
put
150 more gold to what you had because you won all 3.
Oh, I've been doing it as I've been going. So.
That's fine. 50 more gold.
Yeah.
I just see Bella's name again.
I'm having fun. Concentrate on the game.
I can't.
Just out of curiosity, are there any birds flying around?
What a weird question.
Okay.
Thank you, man, for saying
Okay.
what we're all thinking.
One.
They're all
Hold on,
cameras.
we will get
Are there any of
The
them sexy
for
birds?
the bourgeoisie.
Okay.
Any of them good birds?
Okay, hold on. Slice, because you have won all 3 rounds, you hold basically the title. So you're given the sash that's been written. Basically, like you are the champion of Silver Moon.
Nice.
And you are given, I'm gonna say, a lump sum of 25 platinum.
Heck yeah.
Fraudry. Roll a d20, and we'll just see if there's many birds out today.
All the birds, every single bird
The
imaginable.
bourgeoisie is in force.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. I didn't
There
know
is
there were parrots
currently
here.
okay, so I don't know what type of birds they usually are.
Aarakocra colony.
No, but there is just like this swarm of like little bitty sparrows, whatever swarms, and like end up like creating a cloud of
birds
birds
group.
sometimes, and then usually it lands on like light pole lines together.
Pigeons?
Those type of birds.
Okay.
There's a whole swarm of them that have been flying back and forth in the area.
Cool. Is that all?
You could hear some other chittering of different
Kill them
types of
all.
birds. Some swallows are making nests in the crevices of house, like the house roof and the wall where that meets. Some swallows are making homes. There's lots of birds. What are you doing with all these birds?
So
That's queued up for so long, and I want to click them.
Okay, so you're shooting birds out of the swarm or the sparrows or
The
swallows.
swarm, because I'm hoping I can pierce a couple of birds with one arrow, and that's gonna be my dinner tonight.
Okay.
I'll leave that
We
one.
are.
so much money. Dude,
Okay. So with your 2 arrows, it who's typing?
It's Ben. He loves to type.
Sorry, I'm trying to help someone do something.
Let the man love his friends.
You are going to gather.
It's 89 damage.
What is 9 damage?
That's 89 damage.
Oh, 89 damage. Okay.
Your single target is fucking ridiculous.
89 bird damage. Okay.
So
So you have. Are you doing this as the fight is going or after?
No, after everything's calmed down and everybody's moved along, and I realize I don't need to kill any guards or common bystanders or anything. I want dinner.
Okay. You use your super high perception to pick out the most beneficial shot to make to kill like a maximum efficiency of birds. And you are going to get this very random number of birds, which are this many. 19 birds.
19 birds with 2 lightning arrows. Alright,
Some of them already cooked.
they are pre-cooked.
I mean,
Like you wanted them pre-cooked. You probably
Where
eat
did
them
you
all.
tag me?
in UwU,
I can't find the tag.
it's the very last one,
Because
Jack.
you're not
I
probably.
changed my name to Jack. I just didn't
I'm
find
Jack. Pay attention.
I was confused. I saw Jack. I'm like, okay.
Who is Jack?
Who's Jack?
You don't know Jack.
You
So
don't
I
know
found out
Jack.
what passive perception is good for, guys. It's how to most efficiently line up birds to kill with 2 arrows.
Finally.
Uh-oh, you shot a rock? That's not good.
Not
Again?
very good.
Okay.
Classic, always shooting rocks.
So
I kick
Slice, you
rocks.
are gathering your winnings. Smoke, you are helping Vasily escape. Fardry, you're killing a lot of birds. And you're very happy about that. Toes, you're doing what you're doing.
Oh yeah,
He's
you-
doing it.
Who you doing?
He's doing.
Oh, he's doing. What do you guys do? So this has probably taken all morning and a portion of the afternoon. It is probably like 3 o'clock now. and you guys had eaten breakfast, but you've missed lunch, and it's a little early for dinner, but you could probably grab something.
From
Some of you don't need to eat.
Yeah, I'm
No.
still on the ship.
I do not
From
need,
that-
need to sleep.
Did
We
that
need to eat.
magic store have like custom tingies? Like
You could
you
request
know,
things and she'd see what she
Correct.
had in the back, but that's about it.
Okay.
She's
Very-
currently working a lot of her magic on what Fraudry needed.
Damn. Well, wait. What was that?
To enchant and increase something on his quiver. Basically, Fraudry was gonna have her make a compartment, either for fairy fire if she could manage, or just increase the amount of damage the other two quivers allow the arrows to make.
Uh-huh.
Say it's gonna make me pee pee real good.
Does she have
That's
a?
so floral, Trey.
Does she have a
Oh
great?
God. And you
Well,
like that?
I did use that rose shampoo tonight on my penis.
Oh my God.
Hey, nice.
I don't think I like Terrapin all that much of what I've had.
Terrapin makes good beer, okay?
Okay.
It's like the second best thing to come out of Georgia. Besides Bo, of course.
So would that mean Bo is the best thing to come out of Georgia?
Yes.
That's
Well, Bo is
Abby's
the, Bo
parents.
is the second best thing. Terrapin is the third. The Braves
Hang
are
on.
the first.
I'm the best thing to come in Georgia.
Come on, Georgia.
Who's Georgia?
Hey,
why?
Went to high school with Golden, Georgia.
Okay.
How was she?
Do you guys meet up?
Or
Or
Could I
pecans?
see if they had like a great
Sure.
bow at the place? Not a long bow, a great bow.
A great bow.
One that's like bigger and uses
That's
strength
great.
instead of dexterity and
Oh,
does a
yeah,
D10 damage.
Um,
I think it's a Griffin saddlebag item, what I'm thinking of, but still.
yeah,
What do you
I've
think
gone
of?
through.
I'm thinking of a Griffin saddlebag homebrew item called a great bow. I think Champion's great bow, where it uses strength instead of dexterity and does a
No,
D10.
that is a
instead-
real
is
item.
It?
It's
Is
one
it?
of the only 2 actual bows in D&D, and it only uses strength for damage. It's called like a heavy bow or something. I'll find the item for you.
it's
Thank
weird.
you. It's weird and wacky, but does
It
exist.
and the oath bow are the only 2 bows.
Well,
Called
they
the
added.
oversized
bows.
longbow. It does 2d6 damage.
Whoa.
You have to have a strength of 18 or higher, and the damage equals 2d6 plus your piercing plus your strength modifier.
But to attack, it's still dexterity.
Yes, it's dexterity to attack, strength to hit.
That
Sorry,
makes sense.
dexterity to attack, strength for damage.
Yeah.
They did
Do they have
add
anything like that?
some things.
Oh, it's one of 3 bows now.
Yeah, they added
Because
one with
there's-
Theros.
Yeah.
Tasha will add.
Oh, the Four
Something.
Seasons. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
It said it has
Hopefully
a lot of
monk
class-specific
stuff, too.
magic items, but
Yeah.
it's a lot. They said it's a lot of for magic users, which I find is bullshit because they have the most magic items anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they should add like monk wraps.
Yeah, fucking monks
And-
have nothing. I had to find
Nothing.
homebrew shit to give all of them a
It's
choice.
fun. This homebrew is fun.
You can always just give him thoughts and prayers like we did for Kildar.
Thoughts
No,
and also.
I know how broken those are.
They're okay.
They weren't
Look up-
terribly broken. It was only broken when used in combination with the Mat of the Masters.
Look up Mercer's vestiges. I know we're not there yet, but
Oh.
there's some monk traps.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's really cool.
I homebrew. I homebrewed shit for you guys earlier this week.
Nice. I'm excited.
You have
Love a good
levels till
magic
you see
item.
any of it, but yeah.
My coin isn't levels away. We should get that right.
Oh
now.
no, your coin's not. I said I homebrewed shit, like vestige level shit, because I got
Yeah.
bored. Okay. Is
Collab.
there anything else you have to do this week?
No, I mean, are you guys done role playing your backstories, or do you guys have other things to say to each other?
I think I know everything I
think we're good.
want to know about Fraudry.
I had a job to pursue, but I don't really need to do it on screen.
Just PM me and we'll.
Yeah, don't need to take up people's time with that.
Do they have the ogre's thing or no?
So you go to the Shining Squirrel again, and it is just her. Okay, so I missed this little detail. She has a pseudo dragon, and it's a fairy dragon.
Oh, that's exciting.
And he is currently hanging out in the shop, and he alerts her that someone has come into the shop. So you wait a few minutes, and you're just checking things around. And she. So this is the second day. Loud noises. She will. She'll see if she can. She doesn't have any in stock that would use your talents and strength to make a bow more beneficial for you. But she'll see if she can squeeze it in with what she is working on for Fraudry.
All right.
I did want to. Okay, so that's the second day. Assuming you guys are just going to roleplay, eat, hang out, relax, have sex.
Of course.
Where is Fandalen at?
Oh, Fandolin?
Fandolin.
Nowhere
It
anymore.
It's an obelisk. It's not obelisk.
Nowhere,
it's
it's a piece of
disc.
glass
It's an
now.
obsidian disc.
Hold on. Let me bring up Faerun, because I know where it is on Faerun because of... That's not Faerun. I mean, it is. But that's not what I need. This one's what I need. It is a little bit in from the Sword Coast. I need my shit to load.
Mine's loaded.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
understand.
What are we looking for?
Yeah.
Fandolin.
Fondolin?
oh, there it is. I found it. Mirror of Dead Men between Neverwinter and Thornhold.
E.
Small town.
Know where Neverwinter is. Where's Thornhold?
South of Neverwinter.
There
Like
it is.
down
Yep.
the. That is
Tribor Trail.
not on the map that I've got. How about that?
What, Fandolin?
Yeah.
Oh.
The one I just pulled up on Google really quick does not have it.
Oh.
Fancy that.
It was a good map you found.
Solid map.
Actually, this is from SKT.
Is aspirin good for headaches?
Yes.
It is, just don't take it in massive amounts.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of low dose ones though.
You can take the 385 because 81s won't do too much. Those are baby aspirin.
I have baby aspirin. I have a duffel bag full of baby aspirin.
Why?
It's a reference. Oh my.
Okay.
Comedy boys out
Actually am a duffel bag.
there. What? No. No way. That makes so many things make sense now, Ben.
So, yeah, I haven't seen all of his.
F plays TM got it. It's a great bit.
Okay. Uno momento. Distract. Entertain chat.
So, Fraudry, I'm not saying that I'm not getting anything out of this, but I am doing quite a lot to try and lower the price on this quiver for you.
Let me
I'll
go
be
back
right
to
I'm gonna take my baby aspirin.
I can tell you right now, I won't be getting into your bed as payment.
Oh no, I don't want that. I don't swing that way.
Are you guys
Yes,
back at
yes.
the ship yet?
Have you wet?
We're just role playing the next couple of days. Why? Did you have something you wanted to?
Has anyone went and got Vasily, or
Oh,
is
yeah.
he still standing on the teleportation circle?
He's just waiting until further
all
command
honesty-
until someone's at half health.
In all honesty, I probably wouldn't have gone back to the ship till the night, so you probably would have stood there for a couple hours. Because I'm not 100% attuned to the fact that you need specific instructions yet. So I probably would have walked back and been like, oh, where is he?
Look, he has been essentially deactivated for 300 years and doesn't understand that he knows or that he can do more than just heal people when they're at 50% and protect himself if he is in immediate danger.
I would find you later that night. Vasily, why are you on the teleportation circle?
Back in the ship, bud.
Did you make this character just so you can make a literal healbot pun?
Yes.
I just only now got it.
You do realize you can go anywhere on the ship you want, correct?
But my specifications.
Oh, this is going to be like, okay. You are sentient, you are free-willed, you can do what you want.
Yes, but this is what I want to do.
Man said one straight facts. Huh?
You know, that's fair. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I would like to wait for that shield.
Okay. I do have a task for you to help us out in the future, if you don't mind. You've been locked away for 300 years, so a lot of the world has changed since then. We do have a map room at the very back of the ship, if you'd like to go there and study the new maps so you can know where things are and help navigate in the future. That would be helpful to everybody. Don't worry, we will get your shield the second it is ready.
Just immediately starts heading towards the back.
You know, kind of weird guy. Really do like him. So much less sass than that fucking bird.
He's growing on me.
Wow.
Oh, we all know Smoke is still fucking traumatized from that.
They killed my boy. And by they, I mean Chris.
And by Chris, you mean
didn't.
you.
No, no one would help me.
You're fine.
Literally, no one tried to help me. Literally,
I
no.
will
said,
I will
can
screenshot our
no.
They
DMs.
tried.
I said I can get there, and you said no, it's too risky.
I was next to you and I could have helped you. But you said
But
no.
just because I say no doesn't mean I don't want it. You should help anyway.
Okay,
Oh
we're
my
gonna
God.
retcon
You
said the
five-
safe word.
We're gonna retcon five
You
sessions.
cheated on me in my dreams. I'm angry.
Let's retcon 5 sessions. Fraudry dashes across to get there.
My gosh.
He's still alive and everything is fine.
He's been in a metal suit this entire
Now-
time.
Yeah, now I play two characters.
Nosebleed, nosebleed.
Yeah, start role playing with yourself.
I will roleplay with myself. Don't worry.
With
Well, Rogue, I do
Frog
hope you're
and-
happy with the arrows that I produce for you, free of charge, with no limit.
So,
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
You want payment?
Oh no, I don't.
Repayment.
I don't want payment. Don't get me wrong. I don't want your money or your magic items. I'm just saying I hope it helps, and you know, if something in the future were to come up where you could scratch my back in some sort of way. You're not the part of the
Yes.
crew, as you have voluntarily opted out of that, so I'm just trying to keep things more so business-like.
I wouldn't say opted out, just not entirely convinced that you are the group that I was told about. Considering the group that I was told about had a lot more than you, and
Well, we lost
had
a...
not died.
Well, you know, shit happens.
It does.
Technically, this group has had many members. There's a giant somewhere, or Goliath, whatever the terminology is for that. There's a very nice woman who has a Celestial deity? I don't know, some weird pact over there. Has a nice little blue dragon, off in some woods with some frost giant.
That's
There's some
realistic.
twin brothers that God knows if they lived after they left the group. Oof,
Definitely.
not the best combatants.
Those guys sucked. Those
They
guys were the worst.
I've
Oh.
heard stories of two of these, and I was a little disappointed to not find them when I met the group, but alas, groups change.
Time happens. Life
There was some
changes.
sorcerer who was with the group for like a few days and then was never seen again.
Yes, nobody misses Leluca,
But-
sadly.
Just got lost in a cave somewhere.
No, not Lucas.
No, Becca's character.
Right.
Oh god, yeah.
Right,
Right at the beginning.
like 4 sessions.
There was some very
the third
chaotic-
Floridian.
Some chaotic sorcerer started with us. I don't know what happened to her. Some god just smited her. It was very, very bloody. In all honesty,
She left her dog.
Yeah, her dog was left. It starved to death. We didn't have the food. It was just horrible.
You know the gods and their ways.
Yes.
True.
Listen, Smoke. We have a business agreement at the moment. It could be more later. But when things get tough, we are a family. I'll watch out for you and you watch out for me.
I can agree to that.
Otherwise,
But you're saying there's a chance.
we do not survive. Yes, there is a chance. I'm not entirely convinced, but there is a chance.
Well, stick with us and see what happens. What's the harm in it? Death?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I look after death.
So, what is the next stage here? We kinda got here with nothing to do.
Well, I do have a hankering to kill a dragon. Not going to lie.
I do too. Should we look into maybe chasing Imrith's kids?
It's only fair that we move down the line. You killed Imerith, did you not?
Happily.
Best to take out the fruits of the tree before they grow sour and come to find you, wouldn't you say?
Yes. Actually, if I'm being honest, I believe it was our big friend there, and I'll motion to Slice that dealt the fatal blow.
He's
Got a big
quite
thumbs
efficient, is he
up.
not?
Surprisingly so. It is terrifying when he truly lets loose.
Not a man to make angry.
Unless he's on your side, then you want him angry.
Absolutely. Slice, around.
On me?
No,
A slice for doing work today.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. First side. I shadow boxing because I know I lost.
yeah, you're just sitting there like, my friends in Magic saved my ass.
You made us quite a bit of coin today, Slice.
I'll drop
Doesn't
500 gold in front of Slice.
doesn't feel earned. I know
No.
you guys did something. That shit
It is not the first time we have made things in our favor. I know that you like your fighting pit in Mirabar, but now the champion of Mirabar has a hold in another city as well.
I guess.
You'll come back here and you'll win the title for real. I just had money riding on that, no offense.
So you won the title for real today. Because honestly, who else knows? Even I don't know exactly what happened.
I know, and I walk away.
Oh.
Hey, before you go, would you like a chicken? And I toss him a well-cooked swallow.
I catch it, and I just look at him confused, and continue walking down to my chambers.
Pull another one out of the bag of holding that I got and just eat it, bones and all.
You do realize at one point those were not allowed on the ship, correct?
From Guillermo, I take it.
Yes, he didn't. It was a running joke. I brought chicken wings onto the menu once, and he wasn't the happiest with me. But, you know,
Well,
times change.
to Guillermo. May
To
he
Guillermo.
ever rest in peace.
Or in ashes, you know. Lava.
Or in ashes. Either way. And I'd
Oh.
toast with another sparrow.
So do we have any
Look, the man was hot in real life, and he was hot in real death.
He was too young to be called hot. I'd feel icky talking about that.
Yeah.
He was an adult.
He was like 2 years old, okay?
He was 3 years old, and
He was-
that is an adult.
He was 4 actually because of the time skip.
What? Right. 4 because of time skip.
What are you,
That's true.
Netflix?
Wow. Okay.
But let's just get past this one, please.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Okay, so you do go back to the Shining Scroll to see what she is able to pick out for you out of storage. And these, I think, are really fun. I have no price on them. You'll do a best offer and see what that gives you. So I just want to take something before I start this over.
As we all sit here in anticipation.
What's it gonna be?
As I continue
No!
my DMs with Chris.
It's a 14.
It's not.
Wait,
That's what you just sent me.
I know. No, it's No, the right thing didn't pop through. Just ignore that.
Never. I don't have DMs. So, how's everybody doing today while Chris DMs people about what they were waiting for or buying?
Oh no, this is gonna be a docu.
Oh. Are we all getting it or just people that ask for stuff?
Okay.
I'm really hoping something's not on here.
There's a few fun items that I'm just gonna start throwing in like RP items because that's fun. Oh,
Are any items from this recent event we had?
Are we gonna get to level 17 so that Jake can instantly kill off my character?
no.
I'm 100% serious about that, by the way.
Are there any decks at all?
Are there any dicks?
Decks? Either one?
Okay. So she has found a few items for a few people.
Weird.
Well, because that's the and these are Griffin Shadowbag.
Yeah, I
type
could tell by
items.
the art.
Yeah. I remember T-Weird.
So she pulled out Too Weird for Frodrick
Weird.
because he did ask about her tea. She pulled out Oathkeeper's Resolve for Toes. She pulled out Aegis of Radiance for Vasily. She pulled out the Snuggle Beast just because you guys are adorable. And then the Dragon
Love a snuggle beast.
Turtle Shield because why not?
Would she have pulled out that bow? I would have asked if I was here last week.
Oh.
I swear.
If you'll give me a link real quick, I'll look into
Yeah, I'll give you a link.
Absolutely
Griffin
take that
Saddlebag.
it.
I think I have.
So
an
not
arc
all of them are battle focused, but you might be able to find situations.
What the fuck is a snuggle beast, and why do I want one?
A snuggle beast is a good boy.
They're
That's
so
what-
cute.
I thought that's what you call me after our... No.
Okay.
Tell me to get back in the cage, that's all.
No, it's step bro.
What are you doing?
I wish I could find this. Like, I wish this was an actual thing.
So I'll go ahead and link it in chat so they
I
know
think-
Oh,
what.
I
There
just
was
have it up on
plans to
stream.
make a snuggle thing, actually. Go
No, I
beast.
just wish I could find Griffin Saddlebag on D&D Beyond. Like, I wish it was...
Oh, you
Oh.
can actually search them, and a lot of them are already made. If you go to browse magic items.
I don't know if T-Weird is, because I think it's kind of new.
Yeah, Too Weird just came in this week.
Yeah.
And I thought it was pretty cool.
I do not see it.
Yep, not yet.
What?
What?
You just said no really
I'm
loud.
guessing it's people in
One
Ben's
of my
background.
roommates.
One of Ben's roommates.
Oh, might have
No!
been you,
Yeah,
Ben.
there's not much.
There's Ben.
Not much for a rogue here, but I didn't ask for anything, so that's fair.
I would just be like asking for the T-word though.
She said it's offers.
Yeah, offers and a performance or persuasion. I'm sorry. So the rarity is on there, so it does give you an idea of what she might take for it, plus what your persuasion would be with magical help.
Hold please.
Does anyone else want anything? Even if
yeah,
you have
I'm
a shield on order for something else.
Copy.
I would indeed like that spicy shield.
There's 3.
Yeah,
The
shields.
Oathkeeper's Resolve.
Okay, the one specifically that I chose for you.
Yes. that
Okay.
one.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
So that is a very rare item. So
Alright. I have 900 gold pieces
uh-huh.
when I convert all my platinum into gold, just to make it easier to think about. Wait, does that require attunement?
Yes,
It does.
Those
yes.
very rare items do.
Well, I'm out of attunement slots, and I don't want to give up any of my other attunement slots, so never mind. All of my other attunement slots are more valuable to me. My Vorpal Scimitar, my Hill Giant Strength Belt, and my Amulet of Health all require
That's
attunement.
fair. That's fair.
Those are all good.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll give you.
How much do all 3 shields cost?
We have to make offers. So there's a very rare, a rare, and another rare.
For 200 gold, and ask her to remember this generosity at a later date.
I put down 420 platinum and say I want all 3 shields.
420 platinum?
420.
Okay, hold on. I'm working on JR's thing. Okay. Just because you weren't here, JR, and I didn't message you throughout the week letting you know what happened, and that I am sorry. I will allow that to be in with the group of items for you to make an offer on. Okay.
I'm gonna put another 150 platinum on top of what Vasily put down, and I said, and I'll say throw in a the dragon stuff, the dragon snugglebug beast.
Okay.
You mean the Charizard Snuggle Beast?
Fraudry.
Yes, it's the Charizard. That's why.
Okay. I'll ask her to. Okay. Thank you for putting all of that together.
I don't want the. I like the dragon more than the Tarrasque. It's 1d6 extra health. It's plus the cost difference means a lot.
You gave 100 platinum for a common item.
No, I just know that 4,200 is not enough for those 3 shields.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I put another
Okay,
1,500 to help him.
Yeah, okay.
Question.
Answer.
Smoke. Are you doing that particular spell on her?
No, like I said, I'm not using magic on her. She's too good.
Okay.
He used that particular spell on his dick.
Yeah, I definitely make it double in value before I go to bed.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
thank you for the sub.
Oh God, you subbed
Why
at
did
that.
you-
I'm
why
sorry.
did you sub
Hey,
at that?
Marvin.
Hey, Marvin.
Oh, it's Marvin. That's why it's so.
Marvin.
Hi,
No,
Marvin.
I'm not gonna apologize to you, Marvin. You're just as bad.
Did you just get off of work? I think we talked.
Oh, also something else that I don't need.
What?
And I called the broom. I'm going to give her the broom.
Oh. What? You just got a bag of holding for you to be
Yeah,
on
you
the
can
broom?
use the you can use the broom now since you have the bag of holding.
Yeah, while carrying 3 shields.
In the bag of holding.
Oh no, I'm going to wear all 3 shields.
Wow, okay.
Can't
You can only wear one
them.
shield at a time.
No. So they're not going to give me anything extra, but I am attaching them to my body.
Oh my god.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
You ever seen the guy in like the tuba armor?
Project. She will pass the T weird off to you. And she does recognize how much extra you are giving on top of what the T weird is worth. Which will go into play for the quiver.
I'll tell her if she has a fun night, come and find me, and I'll prepare some tea.
Okay.
Basically meaning, like, you get digged down so hard by this dwarf, and you need a rest, stop by, I'll make some tea before you leave.
Okay.
I got some
Okay.
tea for you.
Vasily, you wanted a very rare.
Should we
I'm
buy for
making a
2?
note, and then 2 rares.
I might have a wheelchair for you too, I don't know. I'll work on that.
I'm walking side to
Per-
side.
Performance or persuasion?
No, that's
Oh, for that's that night. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Vasily, can I have a persuasion? And you may have advantage because Smoke is helping you pay for
Also, because I'm a
this.
long-time patron.
I mean,
You're an
you
old
already have
patron.
advantage because I'm helping you.
Advantage either way.
Hold on.
You're an old patron.
Long-time listener.
A really long time patron. You came in once and disappeared.
Long time patient. Yeah.
What is the total? 42 plus 150, was
70.
it?
So 5,700 total.
5,700
Okay.
gold for a rare Snuggle Beast and all 3 shields.
I'm doing math in my head.
Yeah.
Welcome to D&D, guys.
Dungeons and Dragons.
So with the rule, you are able to get the Snuggle Beast and a very rare and a rare shield. You'll have to miss out on the second rare shield, but it will only cost you 44.
Was there a potion shop in this town?
Can I trade the broom in to get the other one? Can I sweeten the pot?
That's an common.
No, uncommon.
Uncommon.
Are you trying to get Oathkeeper's Resolve?
Oh, no, I already have. That one was purchased with it.
One of them you can't even attune
I was about to say,
'cause
you
it's
have to be a
paladin.
paladin to attune to Oathkeepers.
Yeah, I know. And I'm saving it because I saw that someone else wanted it, but maybe didn't want to give up a slot right now. He's trying to do something nice.
Okay.
That's cool. You're just taking me by surprise, that's all.
If you give her the broom of flying, you are able to pick up the remaining shield.
Cool. Done.
Does she have potions here? Do we ever ask for that?
I think we intended to, but we never did.
Yeah, because I was like,
Yeah.
shit, we're low on potions.
We got too busy, you
Magic
got too
items.
busy trying to flirt with her, and I got too busy trying to, yeah.
She does not have potions here, but she could recommend a alchemist.
Are these items official or homebrew?
What?
Are these items official or homebrew?
Those are homebrew.
I will.
Okay.
This list is all homebrew.
I wanted to know if I could just drag and drop them or if it had to be
They
Are
would
you
have
in
to be
roll
added.
20 or are you in D&D Beyond?
beyond.
JR, are you getting your item?
Yes. How much?
Make an offer.
5,000. 360 silver pieces.
Okay.
Silver
what?
pieces?
Yes.
Why in silver?
Because all my silver I have left, and I don't like seeing it there.
So 500 gold.
So convert it to platinum so I could.
Nah.
5,000. Okay, 50.
500 gold. 50 platinum.
Yep. Also, Ben, as soon as I pick up the Oathkeeper's Resolve, I just turn around and hand it to you.
Make a persuasion check.
I take it. I guess. I mean, I wouldn't be here at the time, I don't think, but
This doesn't usually
I
come
will take
up.
it the next time I see you.
Interesting.
Interesting.
What'd you say?
You still here with the rest of us?
No, I'm off. You guys were off, like, fighting Pit and shopping, and Teos has been off, actually pursuing a monster contract.
Oh, I thought you were here for some
Well,
reason.
no, it would have been when you saw the shield, if you would have come back with us.
It's fine,
Okay.
don't worry about it. It's not an issue.
Just give it to you next time I see you then.
So as you all are all bargaining with her for your magical items that she has procured for you, Slice, you offer her a simple sum of 50 platinum for this item that she has brought out. And she basically scoffs at what you could have possibly offered for her hard work. And you were going to have a hard time convincing her in the future of any business deals.
All right. 50 more platinum.
We'll do this next week.
Are you saying my -2 charisma doesn't give me an edge over everyone else?
I think the 0 you rolled
What do you mean?
does a lot.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is going to be a series of other rolls because now you're at disadvantage.
I'll immediately whip up some like chamomile peppermint tea and give it to her to calm her down.
Hey, she's having a good night. I'll
Look, you can't bend her over the counter right now, alright?
bet.
Sure,
Okay.
you distract her, quote unquote, and we'll just raid the shop.
Perfect.
Oh, God.
You raid her,
Speaking
we'll
of
raid the
raiding,
shop.
Yeah, who we raiding?
Speaking of
The
raids,
perfect transition. They said it couldn't be done.
there's just there's polished.
have we raided either one of those in a while?
Yeah, Jess, we did last week.
Let's do
Yeah.
Paul.
You know, Fateful Encounters is playing.
Oh,
Also,
really?
Supportus is still playing Monster Hunter.
He is. We've never raided Fateful though.
I do like.
This is true.
And Fateful joins every now and then.
Yeah, let's do Fateful.
Yeah, Faithful's in the server.
Yeah.
They're playing Warhammer.
Why did I? Why am I unfollowed? Okay, so we're gonna do that.
Marvin, you
We
are not
are
an innocent child.
going to get my raid button. Okay. So thank you for tuning in. If you've missed any part, go ahead and watch that VOD. That will be out Wednesday morning. We are
Also-
going to. Go ahead.
The Twitch VODs stay up for like 2 weeks too, I've been told.
Yes. We are going to go ahead and raid someone who frequents the server some and hangs out on Instagram with me.
There's also a bunch of links to go follow if you're bored.